I don't know.
Who would it be distracting to?
I don't know.
Like me?
This is more comfortable for me than crossing my legs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like that. I guess there's things in the way where. For your information,
This is Fluent in Japanese.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jess.
Welcome to the podcast.
And this is chapter 8.
9.
9. Shit.
Disclaimer, we're just really tired. This weekend was brutal.
Okay, mine wasn't that brutal. I just slept late.
No, but
Yours
did
is
too.
brutal, right?
I wouldn't say that brutal.
Mine was okay.
So when I was saying I had anxiety on Saturday morning, because
Yeah.
when I looked at my text messages, I'm like, I realized,
Yeah, you're going off.
but the first part was meant for you guys, like, oh, are you guys still partying still?
Mm-hmm.
But then the second half, I'm like, I don't think that was meant for you guys.
Oh, really?
But I ended up talking in that chat anyways.
Yeah, you're sending pictures?
Yeah, that picture was not meant for you guys.
I know, I think we're all like, we don't know what to do with this.
No, I think because we meant to send it
Wait,
to.
give context as
yes.
to what happened this weekend.
Okay, so on Friday, I went to see Mesto, who is a DJ that is part of Stampede Records, which is the record label I think Martin Garrix owns or created.
Oh, okay.
And I know you guys went to Subtronics on Friday. Mm-hmm. But why was Subtronics so early?
And that's just the MGM showtime.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. It's earlier.
Because you guys, what time do you guys end?
Like, before midnight.
Yeah, and we were getting ready to leave at like, I think we left at 12, maybe. So you guys could have came out.
We could have, but...
I will say, Grand isn't just that great of a club in Boston.
Oh, yeah, it's not. It's not. I hate it
So
there.
when I went to see Nick Vans, who is a DJ from Love Island, the reality TV show.
I saw that on social media. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the latest season, though.
Yeah, so the crowd just was not it. Like, I think they were there because it was also the same Patty's Day weekend parade, and like he
People were
was
just
doing after
going to
parties.
go.
People were just going to go. Tickets were like $20.
Oh, okay.
And it was nice to see, like, not nice. I guess it was cool to see Nick, like the DJ there, and then Brian, who was also a contestant. He was a bombshell on Love Island. You guys know how the Grand has like the pit,
Yeah.
the dance floor?
Yeah.
And it was packed, and I'm telling you, and no one was dancing. They were all just there, like, looking at them, which I get, like, he's not a celebrity. He's a public figure,
Yeah.
a content creator, whatever he is.
Yeah.
And I guess people were there just to see him, which we were there to see him too, but we did not care to, like, really go in. I think we got there at, like, 1. He was on, he had an hour. We're like, oh, this is fun, this is fine. But his music was whatever.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, the Grand just isn't a good place. It's not good. Clubs in Boston are just good.
Yeah.
But when we went for Mesto, because Subtronics was happening, and I think like 2 other DJs were playing at the same time, it was actually relatively quiet. Because you know how there's a line to get into the pit or the dance floor?
Yes, I hate that.
Yes. This time we just walked in.
Oh.
It was still, the dance floor was packed, but like we just walked in and out. It was fine. I liked Mesto because, again, I like Stampede Records. Mm-hmm. So it was actually really fun. Mm-hmm. And I guess it does help when you are kind of lit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I wasn't, I don't think I would have had as much fun.
Yeah.
And then we got a picture of him.
Cute.
Yeah, the table in front of us, like, because you know how it's the booth, 2 tables on the side? Mm-hmm. The table on the left ended up leaving. So, and it was towards the end of the, like, 1:30. So we left to like, oh, maybe he will just come by. And I was with Along and Tina. And I said, Tina, why don't we just ask? Like, there's no one there at the table. Why don't we just ask us to stand there then? And then the guard just let us in. And we just ended up being at the table then, like, right next to him. And then came out, we took a picture.
Wow. So did you ask him for a picture?
We did. It was really cool. We did meet, we made a few friends. I ran into a friend that I met last year, and I haven't seen since last year until today. We ended up, this was when we were in the dance floor, and we were in front, and all of a sudden, like, I'm dancing, whatever, someone taps my shoulder, or my arm, and I look over, and like, I'm like, hi, and then I looked at her again, I'm like, oh my god, it's you. And I haven't seen her since last year, since I met her.
Dang, it'd be like that when you go out.
Because I met her at a volunteering thing. Legit one day. Never seen her again.
Damn.
But we followed each other on Instagram, so we kind of knew how we were up to. And then right after that, we took a lift back to my place. We ate, and then we just talked, and then we ended up talking till 4:30 a.m. And we got back at like 2:30.
Honestly, that kind of sounds like our post game too, but ours just shifted earlier because we came back earlier.
No, when I saw Nick write in the chat the post game BK, I'm like, I mean, granted we had ramen, it was good, but dude, like I've been telling you, I was editing our podcast from last week. We actually talked about Burger King and Boston Market for 30 minutes. I'm just like, damn.
I didn't even say everything I had to say about BK too.
You held back.
I held back.
But yeah, well, and then so that was Friday. Saturday, first, you know how like after a night of drinking, you kind of just can't really sleep.
Yeah, yeah, it messes up my sleep. Like the quality isn't good.
Yeah, so I think I slept for maybe 3-4 hours, and I couldn't go back to sleep. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me just clean the apartment because it was actually pretty messy. Cleaned the apartment, did the dishes, and then I was catching up with my high school friends that day. So I drove back south to Randolph, and it took over an hour because it was a crash on the highway.
Classic.
And
on 93.
Yeah. And it was like midday too. It was like we planned to meet up at 2:30, and I checked at 1, and it was like, oh, ETA was 2:16, so I'm like, it's gonna take me an hour and 15 minutes. Thankfully, I just waited out, and it did clear up after a bit, but it was ridiculous to traffic.
93 has no breakdown lane, right? Like no shoulder lane, if you know what I mean.
I think there is.
There is? Oh, okay.
But on the
right.
Right, yes.
Okay, so
yes.
not on the left. I hate driving on the left there. It scares me.
And I felt bad because I was just so tired. I was exhausted when I was hanging out with them. When you hang out with someone, but you're so tired, so you feel bad. Especially because I haven't seen them in months.
Yeah.
I mean, I made the best of it. We ended up getting food, and we played some games. So I ended up getting like awake after a while.
Yeah.
But then usually we would hang out to like 1-2 a.m. I called it at like 11:45.
Yeah.
Because like, guys, I'm actually so tired, and I had to drive my friend home too, then drive myself back, and that took about an hour.
Damn.
So I got home at like 1 a.m.
This is last night?
The last night. And I will say I don't get the best sleep regardless, but I got decent sleep last night. But then I'm like, I woke up, it's already Sunday. This weekend flew by. And I also know that this is the start of like, I mean, we can get to my next few weekends later, but now this is the start of my travels. And I think yesterday I started feeling like anxiety. And I woke up and I'm like, maybe it was just because I'm tired. And then this morning I woke up, I'm like, I still feel kind of anxious. And I think it's like subconsciously preparing me for all the trips that's coming up.
I get that too a little bit. But at this point, I think it's like excitement.
Yeah.
More excitement, anxiety. And just, well, I get anxious when I go through any change. Mm-hmm. And that's even like a change in environment. Mm-hmm. So I think I get some of that. But it's more like, I think it's the unknown.
Yes.
That gives me the anxiety. But, oh, sorry, I just touched that. But if it's for a trip, the positives definitely outweigh the negative for me. But I still get a little bit of like,
Yeah. I agree with the unknowns because, so this Wednesday is when I'm going to Aruba for my friend's 30th. Mm-hmm. And I only know like 4 people going out of like 20. And I think that's why I'm kind of anxious because I'm granted I like know sort of everyone. I've heard their name before, like his friends, and they all are/seem really nice. But we talked about it before, it's that social anxiety where I have to like put up not a front, but I have to like be on.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to Aruba where I haven't been to that country before. And that's the unknown part of it. Like I know I'm gonna have a fun time regardless, but because I'm not certain or positive about anything.
Yeah.
Whereas like whenever, like for example, when I'm going to go to Coachella in a couple of weeks, I don't have any anxiety with that because I know what to do. I've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
I know what to do. I know where to go, how everything's gonna play out.
Yeah.
The only unknown is the weather, but I have dealt with really hot and really cold weather for
And
Coachella.
windy. One year was really windy.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like, I have no anxiety for that at all. But it is just a whole nother country that I'm going to, and so I think that's anxiety. And plus, this is the first time I'm like, you know what? I don't care to buy clothes for a vacation, so I just have to figure out what I'm gonna wear.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So my weekend. Yeah, we went to Subtronics at MGM, and luckily that was an early show. Well, I think it's always early, earlier at MGM. So I think we got there at like 9:30 maybe, I want to say. There was no line, surprisingly.
Is there usually a line?
The last time I went, there was. I also think it was for Subtronics, but I don't know, maybe I was earlier. I don't know why. There was no line this time, so it was good. And then the show was fine. I think his style's been like changing a little bit, but I don't mind because I still like his new style. But it isn't really like OG Subtronics vibe. Although even taking that into account, I think generally his set was like okay. Like I think his transitions they're okay. But I still like him, so I mean I had a good time. And then yeah, we were out by midnight, and then went to Burger King near our place, and then some people came back to post game here, and then we like hung out for a couple hours. Also just like chatted. But then I think by the time I went to sleep, it was probably like 2:30, which is late for me now, because I don't sleep that late anymore. Usually I'm asleep by like 12 or 1, maybe 1. So yeah, that was late for me. And then same thing last night. We had like a Switch game night at Audrey's place. And then by the time I got home and went to bed too, it was like 2:30 as well. So I'm kind of like, I just not awake right now. I had enough sleep, I think. 2:30 to I woke up at 9:30. 7 hours, not the best, but like.
But you sleep through the night.
I do.
I don't do that.
Yeah. So you just like keep waking up?
I do. I wake up like so constantly, like, every like 1 to 2 hours. That's so annoying. But I remember my dream today though.
Me too.
It was.
I can tell you mine after.
Yeah, I think my dream was something. This is a recurring dream I have. Is, I mean, have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
Like the cartoon?
Was there ever a live action?
Yes.
Okay, I watched live action.
Oh. But you understand, like, there's like elements.
Yes.
Yes. So I personally in life, I just also relate to blue water. Blue water. I relate to water. The reason why I said blue is because there's like a study called Blue Mind. It's people who feel more comfortable or at home near water.
Oh, that's so not me, but okay.
Yeah, so it's called Blue Mind. But I personally am like, oh, like water bending. So I have a lot of reoccurring dreams of me being a waterbender. So there's instances where it's like I can bend the water in my dream, but then like if I do it again, it doesn't work. So in my dream, I was like, wait, sometimes it doesn't work all the time because I was doing it, whatever. I was like demonstrating, and I think so. Right after that, I was starting to wake up because I feel like whenever I like notice some inconsistencies in my dreams, that's when I start to realize, oh, I'm in a dream, and I really want to lucid dream, which is like you're able to control your dreams. But every single time oh my God, I'm in a dream, I'm like waking up.
Oh.
So I think by the time I realize, wait, why can I water bend this and not that? And I'm like, wait a minute, why am I even water bending in general? So I'm asking myself these questions, and then I'm like, oh my God, this is a dream. And then I just wake up. So I never get to the point where I'm like, oh, I can just control my dreams.
Yeah.
And it was actually for the setting was, I think I was helping us prepare for something because I think we got an eviction notice and it was like a war going on between two ships. Yeah.
That's so funny. Mine was, okay, I don't know if this ever happens to you. Like, I feel like I can really remember my dreams, but then when I say them out loud, I actually don't know them very well. I don't know, like, why the hell anything's happening, so it's hard to explain. But basically, like, right before I woke up, I had, like, I think there was a bunch of stuff that happened before it, but that was, like, further into the night. Right before I woke up, it was me and Grace. We were in some world, I don't know. And basically the vibe is that it's kind of like when you're under like a very controlling government and they censor everything that you have, and like if you have something that goes against what they want or like exposes what they have, they like make you disappear.
Kind of like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it was kind of like that vibe for some reason. And then Grace had a binder of all these like notes that she had related to her, like she's taking classes for some reason in my dream, related to her class schedules and like things like that. And then she had one piece of paper in there that had a quote. It was like a picture of somebody and then a quote. And then the quote for what, I don't even know what the quote was, but it had the word like die in it. And somehow that was like not okay. And there was like a teacher that saw her binder and took it and was like reading it, and then we knew that they would like interpret it a certain way, so then he took the binder away. And then for some reason I got really upset by it. I was like, did he just take your binder? I'm gonna go get it back for you. So I was like marching over, I was gonna go like take it back because I saw he put it down. I was gonna go grab it back for her because I knew it wasn't anything sus. And they were just taking it the wrong way. And then I was about to grab it, and then he comes back out, and then he takes the binder, and he like sneakily like comes over to us and like gives it back to Grace, and he's like, oh, so like he's actually a good guy. He's like, oh, I know like this doesn't mean anything, but like you should leave because some people are like taking it the wrong way, like whatever was in her binder. So then we're like, oh, he's a good teacher. And then we're like, okay, like let's leave. And then it's like kind of intense, and so we're like not running away, but like moving quickly. We're trying to leave this area. And then we come up on a table. So then we're like, oh, like let's chill here for a little bit. So we're like sitting there chilling. And then we chilled too long because then people started coming after us. And then this other guy who's not nice came up and was like, so like, what's that binder you have there? And then we're like, oh, nothing. And then he starts looking at it and he's like, so what's this quote here? And then we knew he was like being sus and like wanted to report us. So then we're like, oh no, nothing. And we like take it from him, and then we started like, and then like kind of running away. And then at this point, I think we're like leaving the area that's potentially dangerous, and we're like on this like long bridge journey, and then we just like start like moving really quickly towards a tornado.
Okay.
Make any sense? And then yeah, we're just like moving really quickly, and I lose Grace. So then now I'm stuck with somebody else was with me. They like appeared. I don't remember who that person was, but then I saw them and I was like, oh, we gotta like go find Grace. She like went up ahead somewhere. So then we just like start rushing, and then actually that's when I woke up.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like in that instance, did you try to go back to sleep to finish your dream?
I do that sometimes if it's like, oh, I want to see what happens, because I actually never finish my dreams. So I'm always like, there's always like something that could be happening right after. So I do that sometimes, but this morning it was impossible. It was like Bella barking. She was like growling at Fee because he was trying to get her out of bed and she didn't want to get out. She actually growled at him. Like show teeth type of growl because she didn't want to get out of bed.
Mood.
Yeah, so that was happening, and then like, because Fee woke up before me, so then he was like letting out the dogs. But then Bella, right behind our bedroom in the backyard, was barking at the neighbor's dog. So she was like right behind the wall and was like, rah, 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 rah. So like I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, I'm awake now.
No, if a dream is ever that intense, I try so hard to fall back asleep.
Sometimes it works.
It does.
Yeah.
It has, but more times than not, like, especially if it's like 8, 9 a.m., if I'm awake at that time, I'm awake. But if it was like 4 or 5 a.m., then I'll be able to.
One time, this is a flex. One time I was able to go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep and continue my dream.
That is a flex. There's also this one time, I remember it vividly because I have never been able to do it again. It doesn't have to do with dreams. It dealt with sleeping. This was back when I think this was pre-2012 because this was before my house got remodeled.
Okay.
So I was a kid. And I shared a room with my brothers because, again, it was a smaller house. So I remember I was sitting up in my bed. I'm a child. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. Like, get me to bed. I swing myself back, like, to, like, you know how like, people, like, fall on their pillow?
Yeah.
I swing myself back, fall on my pillow. What I believe was to be, and it's nighttime. What I believe was, I'm telling you, a split second, maybe half a second. I rise back up, open my eyes, and I'm like, it's not like, I'm essentially doing like this and this.
Yeah,
going
down and up.
Down and up. Open my eyes, daytime. And I'm telling you, I felt like...
And you got up? You literally got up?
Like, I'm telling you, like, I felt like, I'm like, you know what? Time to go to bed. Fell back, like, and did this. Opened my eyes, went from dark to light.
It's crazy. Have you tried it again since?
I mean, it's been like 20 years.
Try it tonight.
No, I tried to. I remember it vividly because that had never happened. That means I slept throughout the entire night. And I mean, first, I never do that.
Yeah, true.
But the fact that I rose up myself.
Yeah. That's so weird.
And I never, I mean, maybe I should research it to see if there's like a phenomena around it. Or maybe I was just that tired and I just didn't know. But me rising up, that's what scared me.
Yeah, that's kind of... Because, like, in normal circumstances, if you had just fallen asleep, how would you know to get back up immediately without thinking?
Exactly. Psychology, man. It is weird. Another thing that happened this weekend, it's nothing, like, that I'm part of, but I was just hanging out with my friends, and I got a text message from my friend Karen. She got engaged. Have you met Karen? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got engaged.
Wow.
She showed me pictures. She sent the video of them doing it. She's not posting it yet. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
I even asked her before I told you. I asked her, like, oh, can we talk about it? Blah, blah, blah. Because it brings it to a topic that I wanted to talk to you or bring up about today. Karen is someone that, like, she's one of my close friends and someone I also say I relate to so much. Mm-hmm. We actually met our freshman year at college, but we met, but then after that, we haven't talked. Like, I think we met one day because she had mutual friends.
Okay.
We didn't talk again till junior year when she kind of, like, joined our group. Okay. And after we hung out, we became close, and I would say she and I have so many similarities in terms of people-pleasing tendencies. I think the difference between me and her is, like, she's an extrovert, I'm an introvert. But when we are put in a situation, we kind of know how to navigate it socially.
Yeah.
Another thing is how we think, and especially the box people put us in. In our friend group, my college friend group, we definitely are the people that are type A. We plan everything, but we also have the same type of humor, how we approach things, and our mindsets. And I remember us talking about it, how sometimes there's that pressure that people hold us to an expectation or they put us in a box that they think that we are. And granted, we probably are, but here's an example. Normally, I would say, like, I am pretty conversational. I'm pretty open out there during group gatherings. But a situation is, like, if I'm just tired or honestly, if I just don't feel like talking, I'm just, I'm going to be quiet and just, like, sit there, do whatever. But I've had people come up to me like, oh my God, like, Aaron, like, are you okay? And I'm like, and I get confused. Oops. Then I get confused. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, why? And they're like, oh, like, you're just so quiet. And I'm like, oh. Like, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So they put me in a box that, like, I am this type of person where I'm, like, so outward, I'm so social, which I am. But sometimes that pressure builds up. Another expectation that people have of me, I think, is, or not expectation, or what they see me as, is people see that I have everything put together, or I have myself put together. When in reality, I think the complete opposite. Because if I had people about me like, oh my God, like, Aaron, like, how do you balance so many things? Like, you can do this, you can do that. Like, how do you do it? And in my head, I'm like, I have to do it because I have to. And I think that does correlate to me being an older sibling, and especially being raised in I would say, a strict household. And because I was the older sibling, my parents had so much expectations from me that I had to hold myself together for them and for my younger brothers. So obviously that carried with me throughout my adult life and even now, where I have to show that I am put together, because if not, what am I supposed to do? Burn and crash? But I understand.
Yeah.
I also do understand that sometimes it is nice for people to hear about me crashing out, I guess, because it humanizes me. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
what you
think I'm like a superhuman, anything like that. I actually, it's weird when people are talking to me like how they like praise or they think so highly of me, because myself as an individual, I think I'm just normal. I'm just regular.
Yeah.
And I'm just navigating through life how everyone's navigating through life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think because I also feel a little bit similar to you, where, I mean, I don't think I do that much. But then again, that's what I think of me. But I think sometimes it helps to hear just from like an external perspective, because then you're like, oh, maybe I am doing too much, but it's become the norm because that's what you're used to. And you don't even realize like the toll that it's taking on you. Because like if you're on all the time, and sometimes I catch myself doing that, where I say this again, I still don't think I take on that much, but sometimes I feel like I take on more than I really should. But I don't think about how I'm doing too much, and I just keep going because I have a similar mindset. I'm like, well, it needs to get done, so I'm gonna do it. But I think it helps that people are telling you that, because then you can kind of like rebalance your life a little bit more, because then you can see like, oh, like I never realized that, like it doesn't even cross your mind, but to other people maybe you are like superhuman because you're doing so much. I don't know if that made any sense.
No, that makes sense. I guess it also ties into like self-esteem, self-confidence issues that I have, because again, like you said, I don't think I'm doing that much. If anything, I'm doing things that I like. Like I like planning. I like cooking for a large amount of people. Like that, to me, I'm not carrying that burden. But whenever people are like, "Hey, like thank you for doing so much," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "You're welcome." Like it's not a lot for me, but I guess to other people it is.
Yeah.
Tying this back to what I was talking to about Karen, how she kind of relates to me in terms of like how people put us in a box. Another situation, whenever we are upset, we also go about it differently than other people. And which is, now I can only speak about myself. And you tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm upset with someone, I'm going to try to rationalize it first internally to see, why am I upset with you and is it valid? I understand we're at like, oh, your feelings are valid, blah blah blah. I get that. What I don't get is the actions that follow. But again, for me, that's because maybe that's how I grew up. So, example, if I'm upset at you, if there's a reason why I'm upset, or if there's a valid reason why you did this, I'm gonna justify it for myself. But
Yeah.
I'm just rambling. But do you understand what I mean?
I know what you mean. Because not like just because I react a certain way and I feel something, like I have a certain feeling towards a situation or something that someone has done, doesn't mean it's always justified. Because similarly, like yes, like how I feel is valid, but I feel like there's always like layers to it. Like why do I feel that way? And if it's coming from like past experiences that would be unfair to apply to the person, then that's more on me to handle sort of, and it's not really on the other person.
Yeah.
So I feel like it depends, but sometimes like, I mean, if someone's just mean to you, then like, yeah, they're wrong. But if it's someone does something and I feel a certain way about it, but from their perspective it's justified, then I would just be like, okay, I need to not correct how I feel about it, but like reflect on that so that I don't feel negatively about it the next time, because it's not on the other person to, I don't know, like account for my feelings in that situation. It depends, but
would you say you take criticism well?
No. No.
But so that's one question.
Yeah.
Do you want criticism?
Yeah. I don't think I take it well, but I recognize that that's more of a me problem. Because I think it also just stems from like the way I grew up. I'm very sensitive, I think, to criticism. But that doesn't mean I don't want it. Because like rationally speaking, like how would I become a better person if people did not tell me what I should like improve on? So yes, I do want to hear it, but I might not take it well. But like I will have that session with myself after where I will reflect on it. Like I will consider like your perspective for telling me it. Are you just telling it to me because you want to be mean? Because that's different. If you're just being mean, then that's a lot harder for me to take, because I'm like, well, why am I going to accept what you're saying if you're just trying to hurt my feelings? But if you're saying it to like from a good place, usually it's like from my good friends, obviously from Fee, even like my family. So if you're telling me because you want me to be better and it's for my own good, then I probably won't like it in the moment, but like I will reflect on it and be like, okay, I'm not going to be mad at you because you told me something so that I could be better.
So I had that mindset too, and which I thought was right. I want people to tell me what I'm doing wrong or give me criticism because I'm thinking of it in a way where they're making me a better person.
Yeah.
And I want that. Like if I'm doing something wrong or whatever, like tell me.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to do that to other people too, because why would I put in the effort to if I don't care about you? Like if I'm going to give you all this stuff, like tell you everything, it's because I value our friendship and I want to make you a better person.
Yeah.
But I understand how you go about it. Like how you said, like how are you going to tell someone something if they're not going to take it in a good way?
Yeah.
It was that quote that you said before. You're like, if you want to talk to someone about something, you need to talk to them in a way where they can take it or like situation it.
Yes. You have to say it in a way that, I don't even remember the exact words from last time, but like say it in a way where the other person can actually receive it.
Yes.
Because that's the only way you're going to influence them.
Yeah. And I guess for me, I want people to be blunt. Like if I'm doing something wrong, like say it. Like again, like I'll question it, but if I truly can see why you're saying that, then I'm gonna go about it. An example is whenever someone is busy and I know they're busy, I will check up on them here and there, but I won't really engage in conversations because in my mind, I'm so free for them.
Yeah.
And if they want to talk, they can just reach out to me. Whereas I don't want to reach out to them because if they're so busy, I don't want to put pressure on them. It's like, oh my God, Aaron's talking to me, but I'm so busy, I can't. But to the other person, they could see that as distance, me avoiding them. But in reality, it's not. So, I mean, it does just come down to communication at the end of the day. One of my friends was in medical school. And again, medical school is intense. It's a lot of studying. And I do reach out to him here and there. Like, oh, hey, just checking in. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, very non-committal, a question, answer whenever. But before, like, he would always FaceTime me, message me, like, and call. And I would never do that to him. Because in my mind, again, you're so busy, call me whenever. I'm free. But in his mind, he can be like, I'm always the one calling, but he's not reaching out.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and like we understand both sides. So now I'm doing more of an effort of reaching out and letting him know, like, hey, whenever you're free, let's talk, stuff like that.
But I'm glad you guys even had the conversation because, like, I feel like most of the time it's just seeing the other person's perspective, and that could solve like so many little things in like relationships and friendships, because he could have easily just been like, oh, Aaron hates me, like he never reaches out, like I give up, like I'm just not going to say anything about it, and that's it. But I'm glad you guys actually talked about it and just like not even clearing the air, it's just like, oh, I was just not reaching out because of this. oh, and like, oh, I perceived it as this,
Yeah.
but if that's not the case, then let's just like find a common ground and it's not even a problem.
Yeah. There's a quote. It's justifying the means. Is that what it means?
Oh, does the end justify the means?
Yeah. Oh. And what does that mean?
It's like, it's like, it's a classic like example where if you're driving like a trolley train down a hill and and you're steering it, you could either
Oh, that's not why I thought the quote was.
you either like hit one, no, hit
Yeah.
it was like a bunch of people.
Or a baby.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
Oh, that's what it means?
I think so. Is it not?
I don't know.
Well, it's more like it's usually about like, does the end goal or does the end point justify how you got there?
And, okay, I guess in the way.
Which is like a lot of things in the world, to be honest.
Yeah. I guess how I went about the quote is, I'll use us as an example.
Okay.
I want the end of our whatever we're going through is like we're stronger than ever, whatever. So
Yeah.
does that justify
works, yeah.
everything the journey that we have to go through? And if it's yes,
Yeah.
like it will be worth it. Then
Yeah, I
like
see what you're
so the end justifies the means. But if it's not worth it, then it doesn't justify it, right?
I think the quote's not usually used like that, but I know what you're saying.
Okay. As long as you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which brings me
Because
back.
usually the means is like,
Yeah.
it's still, in your case, it's like going through like tough conversations, tough
Yes.
times, but usually the quote's more like negative. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't think the means are like bad, but
Yeah. And I guess my outlook on life is that there's usually always a justification. And again, like just anything justify the means in terms of friendships, career, and everything else. Let's use an example of talk about like FOMO / feeling left out. People put me in a box where, oh, Aaron, like you don't feel this way because you never get left out. But there are instances where I'm not at a gathering or a event, and that's okay,
yeah.
you know,
I
because
feel like,
I justified it with myself.
yes. But I feel like that's just, I don't know what to call it, like managing your feelings, I guess, because I feel like you can change your perception if you try. So like I also feel left out sometimes. But I wouldn't even say it's a negative thing. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, like it would have been fun if I was there. Like I would have so much fun too. More like, oh, I just like wish I could have fun too. But like I'm not gonna, I can choose to take away the part where it's like, oh, it's definitely because they don't like me.
Yeah.
And because that's an assumption.
Yeah.
And you don't know that.
A perfect example actually is we finally planned her 30th birthday.
Oh yeah.
And you had such a finite number of people that you could invite. It was like what, 6 to 10 people, and it's so hard to, because you want to invite everybody.
Yeah.
And I understand people will be like, oh, like I didn't get the invite, I feel left out. But hopefully they also understand like you, with given the circumstance and the situation of what we're doing for your 30th, you could only have that number of people, and people get that. I mean, they're gonna feel left out, but it's not like she didn't invite me because she hates me.
And that's something actually I need to work on because I also don't know what the word is for this, but like I will kind of predict in my mind how other people will react.
I do that too.
Yeah, and I'm very sensitive, I guess, to that because I hate making people feel left out, for example, or making people feel like negatively. I hate doing that. So I think I always think like 3 steps ahead because I'm like, well, if I say this or if I do this, then this person will think this way. And it's actually to my own detriment because then I end up holding back a lot unnecessarily. For example, and Fee is like so patient with this, but like I will be afraid of his reaction sometimes if I bring up the smallest thing. And it's not even that he's really deserved that. It's he's never like reacted horribly to me, honestly. But it's just in my head where I'm like, oh, I don't want to make him mad. But if I feel like if I say this, it will make him mad. And it's more of an irrational like thought process. So I actually have to like actively work on shutting that off in my brain sometimes because it will hold me back from saying things that I need to say or like doing things. So like let's say I was so overwhelmed by the number of people I couldn't invite, which was a little bit stressful for me, that I just decided, oh, I'm not going to do a 30th. Like screw that. I can only invite like 10 people. No, thank you. Like I don't want to make like 30 people upset. And I just cancel the whole thing. Then I never have a birthday trip and it would be so fun. But I think I just need to like stop making assumptions too on how other people would feel if I know my intentions are not bad.
Yeah. I mean, that, again, it does show that you're a good person because you're very considerate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also brings up the topic of perception, perceiving things. And maybe that was the word I was looking for. Like perception, perceiving, and like putting someone in that box. Maybe that was the word. Another thing that kind of puts pressure on me is people perceive me to be so, like how I said people perceive that I have it all put together all the time. Another is that, oh, Aaron, you don't ever feel sad, depressed.
So you feel like when you do those things, you're not living up to people's expectations.
Yes.
And so you
And
feel pressure.
I guess it has helped when I talk about my feelings. Because again, I don't really talk about my feelings because why bring up moments when I'm like actually like sad or anything other than happiness and joy? Because more times than not, it's just me internalizing feelings I've had. And this is when I realized winter depression is real. Because this past Monday, I had a PCP follow-up for my depression and anxiety. I had my PCP appointment 3 months ago, and she was like, hey, let's check back in 3 months to see. I actually canceled the appointment because I was feeling so much better. And it was crazy to think back then, 3 months ago, mentally where I was. I remember perfectly, I was talking to my PCP, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get through this. And it wasn't like anything bad, like with friends, family, nothing wise. It was just internal feelings that I've had that essentially put me in a downward spiral. I wouldn't say it hit rock bottom, but like I was like swimming above it a little bit, you know? But I was such in a terrible place mentally. I mean, I spoke to you about it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't very open about it to other people because I'm like, I don't want them to not see me differently. It's like, I don't need them to see that side of me because what does that change? Like, there's no reason for me to do that. But now, thinking back, sometimes I should bring it up because it does, I hate using the word, like, it makes me more human to other people. I'm like, yes, I do have feelings. Yes, I do have this. But I have it all together because what's the point of doing it if the end goal isn't going to change?
Yeah.
Like me talking about my feelings, like unless it's between us two and we're trying to work, like justify the means, like yes, I'm going to do that, but why do I need to talk about my feelings when it's really just internal? Again, that's the thing I personally am starting to work on to get better at that.
I see what you mean. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 3 months ago, I really thought nothing was going to happen. And surprisingly enough, I hate that I have to say this, TikTok did help.
You think? The TikTok doctors?
No, not doctors.
Oh.
It's because, like, again, like I was on like so many videos of like self-help, self-improvement, and just seeing a lot of quotes. I'm like, wait, that's so true. It's like, joy has a habit of returning, and at the same time it's like you've struggled before and look where you are now. And I'm like, this is like
True.
3 months ago, that wasn't my first time feeling that way,
Yeah.
like I felt it before and I got over it. And so now I'm like, wait, I see the growth, I see myself getting better. Maybe I correlated it with winter depression,
Yeah.
but it definitely has helped. I know, like, again, when I said, like, when me and my roommates were talking, me expressing, like, oh, like, I do feel left out. I do feel sad. I do feel like there's so much pressure on me sometimes. But I do it in a way where it works for me. And I personally know I have friends to help me along the way, which is why maybe I don't talk about it. And even if I don't know if I'm making sense right now. I think I'm just rambling. But people put me in a box, and I don't mind being in that box. But if I need to talk about, I guess, things that make me feel more human or more relatable. I think the word is relatable, not human.
Okay.
If I need to say things to be more relatable, then I will. But sometimes I'm like, I don't need to say these things because
Yeah.
what good does it make? I also see me saying things as like bragging, even though it's like nothing to brag about. But it's like, oh, like why are they saying that?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they're thinking that about me.
Yeah. I mean, it also depends on the person. Like, if you don't feel any benefit from
Yeah.
like voicing negative feelings, if that's not gonna help you,
Mm-hmm.
then like, cause for me sometimes it feels better just to say it out loud,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like therapeutic for me. But not everyone's like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think it just depends on.
Yeah. I also think it depends on the type of friends that you have too. Not type of friends. Like each friend has a different purpose in your life and they're there for you for a reason. But sometimes maybe I'm like, maybe that's not Bella.
She's itchy.
Maybe that's also not a good way for me to go about it. It's because like again, if you say you're like the fun friend, oh, I'm not gonna go to you to like talk about my feelings because like that's just not how we work and like we're just having fun. But now I'm putting you in a box. Mm-hmm. And so like
Yeah.
that's also just hypocritical of me.
Yeah, but I also feel like, I mean, if you've just like, not everyone's good at everything.
Yeah.
Like, I can't talk to you about basketball because you like, what's the point?
Exactly. Exactly. Don't
But,
talk to
like,
me about sports.
I probably tried it at one point and you're like, who are the Celtics? So like, at that point,
Yeah.
it's like I tested it.
Mm-hmm.
So not to like just go off
Yeah.
of like, oh, Aaron doesn't look like someone who would know basketball. I'm just never gonna talk to him about it. Like,
Yeah.
I must have tried it.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, who are the Celtics? And I was like, okay, noted.
Okay, I knew who the Celtics were, but I understand it's like you
You gotta give someone the chance.
that and like you have other of our friends to talk about that with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and if I really wanted to, I could learn up about it, but I don't
Yeah.
care to.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is fine.
Exactly. And like, I guess if I really wanted you to talk to me about basketball, but then I had to put in the effort to learn or ask you like, hey, can you teach me basketball?
All right, this triggered a super random thought that's like not even related to the discussion, but I saw a reel recently, and it was about I think it was a girl who made it, and she's like in a long-term relationship, and essentially the gist of it was that she thinks that, this is her opinion, in her relationship it was very important that she learn the other person's hobby, and a big difference in her current relationship versus her past relationships is, in her current one, I think it's that she learned one of the hobbies that her significant other has, and they do it together now. And that's like, in her opinion, something that people should do. And I don't know if I disagree with it, but I feel like, do you think in order to have things in common, you have to like the same things? Or like to like be close?
I mean, you heard opposites attract.
Yeah.
I think if you have nothing in common,
That's true. That's true.
But the same way, I don't disagree with that. But like, if it's a hobby that isn't much work or effort, easy, then yeah, sure, why not?
Hello.
But at the same time, it's like if it's a hobby that is very niche, like you don't need to learn it or do it just because your partner's part of it. Like you're able to have your own separate lives.
Yes, like I definitely don't disagree. If you do end up learning it and you enjoy it and you both do it, that is really good bonding time. Like,
Yeah.
I totally get that. Not disagreeing with that. But I'm like, do I need to do that? Because like, Fee has way more hobbies than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, do I want to like play volleyball?
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, I did try that. That was not for me. I can say that one for sure. Or like, play One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure I could learn it and play it, but I don't know, I just feel like if I'm doing it just for the other person, I'm like,
that's something that I disagree with. Don't do it for the other person. Do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Only do it for the other person if it's like Fee like loves One Piece. Like his life is about it.
He's a pro One Piece player.
Yeah. But even then, like I wouldn't say you should learn it, but like like throwing him a themed party about it. Like I would think that's doing it for them. Like you're learning enough
and
to
supporting their hobby. Yeah.
But it's not like you have to also become a pro player.
Yeah. Which I guess like maybe one thing I could do is sometimes I am like not closed-minded, but when it comes to, and this is a personal thing, like I sometimes have trouble trying new things because I tend to think I won't be good at things. And most of the time I don't think I am. But like I think this is separate, but like I have to be okay with not being good at things. Mm-hmm. Like for example, pickleball. I am not good at it, but it's like fun. Mm-hmm. Like after I started doing it, as long as like people aren't taking it too seriously, like it's good socialization. Like you get to hang out with people. It is fun, and I'm glad Fee was willing to try it back during like this is 2 years ago during the pickleball craze. I'm glad he was willing to try, so I tagged along. Mm-hmm. And this is like a theme of my life. Like I often try new things when people around me try it, and I just kind of go along. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I'll try it too. But I think I definitely Bella. I think I definitely could try because you never know. Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't like One Piece, and maybe I won't. Mm-hmm. But I guess I've never tried it. Mm-hmm. So like maybe that's like worth doing, like trying your significant other's hobbies. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I agree with like that's the only way to like be close with your partner is to do their favorite hobbies with them. Yeah. Like, unless you like it too. Yeah. Which could happen. Like I could try it and be like, oh, I love this. I'll do it too. And like that's great.
Yeah, do it for you. Don't do it for someone else. Yeah. Because if you're not gonna like it, then sometimes it might just make the relationship worse. Because what if you're like I have to go to volleyball, blah blah blah. I don't even like it. I'm only doing it for Fee. Like that just hurts you, both of you guys at the end too.
That's true.
So do you think then it's also like a red flag if like your partner doesn't want you to do the same hobbies? Because to them it could be like it's their own thing that they want.
I never thought about that. Oh, that would hurt my feelings a little bit. Personally. Mm-hmm. If I was like, oh, I want to try playing, and if he was like, no. I think that would hurt my feelings a little bit.
I mean, that also is, again, perceiving. It's like, why doesn't he want you? It's like, oh, he doesn't want you to get hurt because like you're kind of like fragile.
Oh, like for volleyball? Yeah.
Or is it more so like, hey, like I want this for my, like, would you understand like, oh, like this is actually just something I want to do with the boys, like. Yeah. Like that's perception. It's like, unless he's like, I don't want you to do it, I just don't want you to do it. Whereas.
Or like I don't want you there. Ever. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's like, let's say hypothetically I did get into volleyball.
I would like to see that. It hurts.
No, I know. It's so painful. Hypothetically. I guess the next situation would be, do me and Fee play together every time? Because, what if there's actually a level difference? Which there would be. Would he... I mean, this is kind of like pickleball, actually. Yeah. Or Fee. He basically, like, played singles because I would just stand there like this and he had to cover my space. But, like, pickleball was never that serious. Yeah. But, like, because I know he plays volleyball pretty seriously, I would just be, like, there and not really helping. I think at that point it would be fair for him to be like, I'm building my team, you're not included. But it's like, I would get it because I'm like, okay, if you actually want to win this thing, then yeah, like don't include me. But like, what if I was actually good? If I was actually good and he didn't want to include me, I would then be like, damn. But then he could be like, well, I just want to play with other people sometimes. Because there's only 5 spots on a team. 6? 6 spots. 6. So, like... But it goes back to, it's how you say it. Yeah. So if he explained that... Did this spill? No. If he had explained that, like, oh, it's not that you're a bad player or I don't want to play with you. It's just that maybe we've played together for the last 10 times and now I want to play with a couple other people. Mm-hmm. and there's no more spots. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine. So I think it depends.
Life is how you perceive things, but also just having that open communication.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone is just trying to, not everyone, at least me, I'm just trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
And even though you can be the best person, there's always ways you can be better.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should strive to be a better, nicer, kinder person.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Right, Bella? You're not Bella. Right, Mia? You can strive to be a better dog. Not better dog.
No, for sure. You could. You can strive to not pee everywhere.
Yeah. Listen to your mom and dad, okay?
Oh, tell her to do please.
Oh. Please. 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 Aww.
Good girl.
All right. We're going to end it there. If there's any other topics you would like to discuss. I also just felt like we were just rambling. At some points, I'm like, wait, what was the original topic?
Big vocab words. I was like,
I know.
What am I trying to say?
I know. That's what I need to learn. I need to get better at first not stuttering. Again, I'm trying not. Oh my god, like not using filler words, but like expanding my vocabulary. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just getting so like dumb nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Please like and subscribe to our channel, and if there's any other topics you would like us to discuss, please let us know in our socials below. Again, FYI, no. FYI.
This is FIY.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye.